Last time that we left our adventurers in Sandpoint, they began diving into the next floor and apparently accidentally dealt with the fourth doom, which, once again, reading from the book, the people of Sandpoint don't know this is a fucking problem, so you don't get any rep for it. Dead of ass.
That's fair.
Yeah, like, it even says, like, if he does attack town, just do the song and dance of the Sandpoint Devil again, but worse. But the party quickly ran back to town, took a rest, and came back. Sertium, your dreams were normal. The rest of you do not remember having any dreams. But we shall now begin our continued expanse into the Devil's Sanctum. After a bit of hemming and hawing, you all did have access to the teleporter, so it was not the worst walk. It was more so just like going around in circles a handful of times. But you all are back where you fought those Darrow with a multitude of intellect devourers within their bodies. But, when you all arrive back here, the intellect devourers are, of course, nowhere to be seen. So, my adventurers, what shall we do now?
Where should those gosh darn intellect devourers hop off to?
It's worrying to know the corpses have gone, but knowing what predates in these caverns, I suspect we'll soon meet whatever's done away with them.
To the south of you all, down here, appears to be a wall to one side, almost like an entire slab of stone was brought up from the ground, and below that is a pathway deeper in.
See, we should go down that path.
Yum.
Schlorp.
Schlorp.
Just
I love my
shotgunned an elixir.
consumables.
This goes down to the next floor, just so everyone understands.
Aloise, Faunra, do you think you
Hello.
could perhaps muscle that bit of stone there?
Right over here?
Yes. It looks almost as if it could move.
Anything, Ripley?
You gotta punch it.
Yay!
Does Cert have... Yeah, Cert has detect magic. This is a wall of stone that someone made.
I see. Yeah, my exploration activity is detect magic unless I need to treat wounds.
Okay. Yep, it is a magical wall of stone, which does not take a genius to realize, it's the spell, Wall of Stone. This does mean that you have to hit it. But thankfully, the AC is not high. It is immune to critical hits and precision, so give me that damage, girly pop.
So, for all intents and purposes at that point, it's almost guaranteed that Faunra can strike it. It's just a matter of can the damage punch through.
Correct. And for the sake of sanity, as you have both Aloise and Faunra, the things on the other side will know that you're here, but doesn't take a lot of effort to break down a wall.
Yippee!
The
Spider
floor
webs.
of this large cavern lies 40 feet below, where a dangerous-looking tangle of densely packed stalagmites extend upwards at varying heights, not exceeding 10 feet, but transforming the entire cavern into an immense spiked pit. From where you stand, you see 3 ledges, each around the same level, overlook the cavern. Those to the east and west lead to tunnels, while the southern semicircular ledge has an immense silken sphere with a gauzy curtain covering the entrance. Thick gossamer bridges of webbing connect the west and east ledges to this area, while a ramp of webbing arches downwards to the cave floor to the north. You all are welcome to go in.
All right. Let's walk
Joy.
on in.
This must be the arachnid that we were forewarned of.
Will this be fine
We're
with
warned
you?
of an arachnid?
Yes, I had received a most disturbing piece of post from the Ettercap, a couple floors up, noting of a potential love interest several floors down.
Oh,
I see.
that's cool.
Not the word I would use to describe this, but yes.
I believe you all have a rope of climbing, so we can just skip the athletics checks for this room.
Okay.
Can pass that.
However, if you want to go straight down, it's a 40-foot drop. Which you can do with your rope, but do you really want to?
I could also conjure us a ladder.
Or helpful steps, yes.
Do you prefer a ladder or stairs? If we even want to go down there.
As you all approach, the large cocoon of webs at the center begins to move and roil.
Ew.
Boy, more spiders. Should we perhaps pull back a bit, or...
Well, here's a question for you, Bones. Who speaks Elven?
I do.
Well, Faunra, you hear an absolutely lovely voice come from the web ball and goes, "Hello? And you all are here for what reason?" As slowly out of the webbed up, I suppose tent is probably the best term, appears a Drider. And she goes, "Oh, cave stumblers. Interesting. And you all are here for what reason?" She taps her head a few times. "Or are you all here for reasons beyond the shells that you wear?"
That's a terrifying question. We're here for a multitude of reasons, mostly looking for potential troublemakers, as well as a friend of an Ettercap named Lord Longfingers, I believe it was.
She kind of... It's hard to tell from the large spidery form, but you also, in general, have the understanding of when someone mentions, like, a really awkward one-night stand that you had with someone, and they're like, "Hey, you remember that guy?" And she goes, "Yes, I'm aware of him. I suppose you all are associated with him."
Associated seems a little strong. We know of him. He has offered us something. Apparently.
For the two church girlies on the back, can I get a religion check?
Yeah.
Yay.
You're not a church girly.
Oh.
I know, I just like my church girlies doing the religion checks.
Lela and Sert are the church girlies.
Ooh.
Goated. Alright, come on, Sert. Don't fuck me. There
Oh!
we go.
Holy shit!
Both of you, from your long experiences of researching gods of this realm, of other realms, and all of this sort, recognize a medallion she wears of Calistria, the Savored Sting, a trickery, revenge, and lust-concerned god. What you also know is that Driders very rarely, if ever, are associated with this god. So much so that it's almost... How would one describe it? Not taboo, but gives them another reason to give you a bad look in the dark.
Hmm.
With the natural 20, the edicts are pursue your personal freedom, seek hedonistic thrills, take revenge, anathema, become too consumed by love or a need of revenge, let a slight go unanswered.
I see.
And although the two of you in the back, do not understand her, she does explain that she speaks Sakvroth as well, which is, unfortunately, not a language Lela speaks, but everyone can attempt to communicate with her outside of Lela.
Yeah, I know Sakroth.
I just wave, smile and wave.
She looks like an
yes.
absolute snack.
The Faunra strat that's been done like every time she can't talk.
Smile and wave, that's all we can do nowadays. Well, if you all are associated with long fingers, I have no reason to fight you all. But I do have a job if you all are willing to do it. I do not plan to give this out for free, obviously, but if it will assist you all, I am happy to provide it. I know a large amount about the area around here. I would do more of the problems up north, but unfortunately the worms make that a bit difficult, especially with their new leader. If you all can handle them, I'll tell you everything I know of this floor and some of the other things I've learned of the floor below.
Oh, there's nothing we haven't been able to handle, although they have certainly tried.
Understandable.
Shall we be going then?
What are we doing?
Oh, we're gonna go kill... Was it worms?
Indeed.
We're gonna go kill worms.
Okay. Not the one in front of us?
No.
Okay. Lela kind of releases something from her pocket.
Which is?
No, I didn't pull it out. I was grabbing onto the grenade, though.
Well, then,
like a
Yeah,
white knuckling a weapon.
let's burn all these web bridges, fuck it.
White knuckling a concealed weapon.
Despite saying that, she threw aside a large rock.
Alright, let's get going.
I suppose. Oh,
Oh, and
Okay.
and I believe she pulls out a Bones, you remember how I described the glove that Longfingers gave to you?
Yep.
In the letter? What was it like?
shit. I can't remember if he gave a black or a white one. It's been a few weeks.
We'll say he gave you the black one. She pulls out a white glove made of the finest spider silk. This is the partner to that glove. Originally I gave it to him. Well, I didn't really give it to him. I accidentally left it. But, you can have its partner.
Oh. Thank you. He did mention that its partner might lie with you.
Indeed. As for what they can do, I never had much ability with it. She puts on the white glove and touches a small rock nearby her, which grows like very small, like almost line-like arms and legs as it stands up and starts walking around like a little cartoon character. That is what this one can do. As for the one that Longfingers possessed, unfortunately its magic never, I suppose, communicated with me. But with a being like yourself, I imagine it'll be more useful.
Yeah, you can tell. Anyone looking at Sir's face right now can tell that they're like stone cold gridlocked, just like trying to really grit and bear this experience as they state. I thank you for offering it up. Then suppose we'll get right on that worm issue.
Of course. Essence provided me a lot of assistance eons ago, so it's only fair that I assist his kin.
Will you be alright walking over this bridge, Certs?
Yes.
Search trauma makes it so that they don't fucking recognize the weirdest fuck shit that she just said.
Oh, it was clocked. It's just being put in the later box.
Understandable.
Figure it out later.
Oh, and one last thing if you don't mind. She pulls off some jewelry, necklaces, treasure, that sort of stuff, and hands it to Faunra. As she goes, consider this a prepayment for works rendered.
I accept with eagerness and enthusiasm.
Alright, I already threw it in y'all's stash. It is 50 gold worth of bracelets, necklaces, and other forms of jewelry.
Wow.
She lets you all go unattacked and all that sort of stuff. And allows you all to go north. She does say, if you all wanted to go east here, that there is a beast that you do not want to deal with currently. That she has been not so much dealing with, but keeping an eye on.
Bye.
Oh, fun.
I turn around and wave.
The ceiling rises 30 feet as it reaches the entrance to this area. Here is a fun perception check.
I love fun perception checks.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Sukiya.
Okay, sir.
There's another little path right there.
Ah,
Just gonna
Yay.
schmoove you. Yeah, little secret path there.
They're just very excited to move as far away.
What am I looking at right here, by the way?
We'll get to that after you guys talk for a teensy bit. The answer typically is nothing good.
Yep.
the gods, that was the largest arachnid I've ever laid eyes upon.
Oh, there's much worse things out there.
Well-
That's nothing.
She seemed friendly. It's alright, sir. Pat, pat.
Thank you for your comforts. I am glad she seemed amicable and willing to converse. I don't relish the idea of fighting a creature like that.
Well, where do we want to go?
That's an excellent question.
A 20-foot drop marks the entrance to this cavern. The ground below glistens with thick layers of transparent slime. Swaths of the stuff cling to the walls, but do not reach the ceiling 30 feet above where you all stand, which hangs numerous stalactites. The air in the room has an unpleasant tang to it, not unlike the scent of burning hair.
This
Yeah.
is peculiar. Cert will pick up a rock and throw it into the mysterious stuff?
Sure. Roll me... Just roll me a fucking ranged attack, I guess. Just for funnies.
I'll just do my normal spear attack, roll modifier.
Damn, that hits exactly. That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna say that kills one of them. You
Huh?
throw a rock down and hit one of the multitude of finger-length worms that have been wriggling under the surface of this.
Oh, horrifying.
Which look like this.
Oh.
They have teeth.
Yeah, these are called boar worms.
They look like if earthworms decided to just fight back. Like, you're gonna pick me up and bite me, bird? How about I bite back?
Fun fact about these things, they're just described as like, I'm assuming the Darklands is the equivalent of the Underdark for Pathfinder, but they're
Yes.
like considered a fucking delicacy there.
Yes, the Darklands is Pathfinder's equivalent of the Underdark, and notably its big thing is it's split into three distinct strata. There's like, I don't remember the exact names, but I know one of them is referred to as like Narvoth, based on the proximity to the surface.
But with a solid throw of a nice thick rock on one of these poor worms, with a loud splat, you see the pile of boar worms down there. Not angry that you killed one of their friends, but more so confused as to where the rock came from.
Ugh.
Does anyone speak Undercommon? I love asking these questions. Or has Undercommon been changed?
Undercommon was changed to, I believe, be Sakroth.
Yes.
Let me double check just to be safe. Yeah. Aklo and Sackfroth. Which I think covers everybody?
Yeah,
no.
I speak both of those.
Poor Faunra.
07.
A voice echoes through all of your heads. Faunra, you don't understand what the fuck it says. Everyone else does, where it says, "Oh, more of the beings from above. Exit the meat that you ride, come down and submit to us."
Excuse me?
There's no response back.
I do not ride meat.
I don't want to think that those writhing worms is what spoke to us, but the way it's phrased that, I would say maybe, but these caverns grow more bizarre with every delve. Since we're just kind of vibing here for a moment, can I just do like a recall knowledge on the boar worms?
Sure. You don't see any other creatures down here outside of the boar worms, so yeah.
Yep.
They're not so much trying to be, like, stealthy. This one, since you've already thrown a fucking rock at them. But they're kind of, like, almost going under this strange liquid around here. I'm also going to give you a free bonus. This, like, weird slick stuff on the floor, that's a mushroom.
Oh.
It's described as a semi-liquid fungus, but what's your question for the boar worms? They are a swarm, by the way. For anyone curious, swarms have a weakness to area damage and splash damage, and typically a resistance to regular types of damage.
My question for this would be, are these creatures intelligent?
They are not. They have an intelligence standard of a beast at -5. They do, however, have a swarm mind type ability, which means they are immune to mental effects that target a specific number of creatures.
Yeah. Okay. So, then, based on what I can garner and recall of these creatures, It was not them that spoke in that voice to us. Something else is beckoning us to the mesh down below.
Could it be the fungus itself?
You pose an interesting question, Lela. I would actually entertain that thought, but for now, before we test that theory, we should perhaps dispose of those worms from a safe distance. They look rather ravenous in the way they writhe down there.
Yes, please.
What would be a good spell to just blast these goobers with if they're just sitting there?
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? Lela, you know what to do.
Okay. Let's go.
Noise blast?
No, you know what to do.
Vibrate it?
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
Oh! Oh! Oh, I know what to do.
You know what to do.
I know what
Fireball
to
that fucker.
I
I
know
will
what to do.
say, as this is the only thing that you can see, that we're not gonna like place it because you know that would hit all the fucking things down here and be a bit unfair. But you're gonna hit this thing, and it's gonna be classified as one category below whatever it rolls. Give me that fireball.
Okay. I don't know how to actually just cast the fireball.
You
I
click
only
the
know how to
item in
roll
your
the dice.
inventory.
Yeah.
It's effectively a fireball, so you just give me that basic reflex save, and then roll the damage for it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just give you that, and then that.
And they will classify as one category lower.
Oh, that's a really good roll.
It's a really good roll.
They critically fail, so they will take double damage.
Don't forget to roll the recharge dice on the on it.
Oh, you're right.
Which does mean that swarm regrettably dies. However, I'm gonna need y'all to enter combat and roll me your initiatives before I add these fun guys to the initiative.
Haha, fun guys.
Fun guy.
And there's fun gifts.
I love how you guys are making jokes, not realizing the hellscape that you all have opened up.
Oh,
Fun guy.
we assumed it was not going to be nice for us. Ooh. That's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that might be the thing that was talking to us.
Might
Hey,
be.
that one's got a wand.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Why's the worm got a gat?
The child awakened.
All right, Cert. You see the devil down there. What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's terrible. I hate that.
What's that?
Oof.
Fun fact, it does have the special passive Magic Item Mastery, which is very funny to me.
Yeah, wow, that's a worm, all right. That's a
It
wormy
loves
boy.
casting spells.
Speaking of casting spells,
Pernicious
we're gonna slap-
Poltergeist.
Oh.
What a name.
it's such a fun name. We'll be slapping that down right about yonder for 2 actions. And I will need these worms to make me will saving throws, as I will be doing the Frighten.
Well, you do have vision on that. Alright. Is this a mental ability? Yeah, that's a mental ability, so that one's immune. That one has scroll.
It affect. Oh, so if it's mindless, okay.
No. It has an immunity to mental. Not
Yep,
mindless,
look at your
immunity to mental. This one
Wildly.
does. Yep, just immune to acid. 23 versus your DC.
That fails, as my DC is 26. So
So
it is Frightened too.
creatures in the area. So I believe that Swarm Mind does not trigger. Let me just post this just to make sure that I'm understanding it right.
It hits anything that's within its radius, so if it has Swarm Mind, it would be afflicted.
And 22, which also fails. So both of these guys get frightened too. Come on. All right. And does that thing stick? It does, as a sustain.
Yep.
I heard it.
It is a sustained effect, so I can keep it going if need be.
All right.
And for my final action,
Do it.
Go down to
Yeah.
All right, Aloise, you are at the back of a hallway, and it is a 20-foot drop.
Perfect. That's solid ground, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, if you go big and fall, it's still going to be 20 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know how falling works in this game, so...
falling is funny. If you fall further than 5 feet, you take the amount of distance you fell past 5 feet and divide that in half, and that is the amount of bludgeoning damage you take. And if you take any bludgeoning damage from falling, you go prone. Might be 10 feet.
You can attempt to grab a ledge, which would stop your fall. Let me see if this would even have ledges.
Considering it's like rocky, like
It's also covered in slime.
True, you could just make it a harder DC to represent that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Could you also just pass your turn and just wait for me to put down a ladder?
Yeah.
I could delay it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I could also do that, but that
Yeah,
is
nothing
taking my
bad will
spot for the
happen.
turn. Yeah. Okay.
All right, do you want to delay till after Lela then, Aloise?
Yeah. I'll just delay.
Okay.
You don't have to.
I'll hold the option, but
All right, then we go to Faunra.
Hello.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna like spend this turn getting ready, so to speak.
Okay.
Dragon stance. Shield.
Mm-hmm. You can do a recall knowledge on this if you want to use your third action.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do the recall knowledge.
Do you have the macro, or are you just giving me a roll?
I'll give you a roll because I don't have the macro. Wait, do
Alright.
I have the macro? No, I don't.
All right. It is occultism.
Oh, well,
I believe in
tell
you.
me the sweet, sweet lies, girly pop. Tell me the sweet.
Let's see what you get.
Alright, blind GM roll.
Indeed. Oh, that's fun. All right. What's your question? As a freebie, here's a look at the guy. That's his name, by the way. That's not his creature.
Dog off.
interesting.
My question is, does he look like he's weak to anything?
It looks as though, based on him being surrounded by other worms with a very thin carapace, if any, he is weak to bludgeoning.
Alright, guys, I get the feeling I didn't pass this roll. I did.
Why is that?
Because that's a little too convenient for me. It's like...
I mean, you know what they say, a broken clock is right twice a day.
You're right, but we'll find out eventually.
Speaking of eventually, hi, it's time for the consequences. This thing strolls up, and is going to cast a fun spell.
Oh, it doesn't need to.
How fun.
It's going to. This is on the ceiling. Like, right there. Yeah, that's good.
Oh.
Alright. This is against everyone's fortitude DCs. Fun. That one hits Lela, I would imagine. This one is on... I'm basically going Lela, Faunra, Cert, Aloise, counterclockwise. Does that hit your fortitude DC?
Yeah.
Cool.
It actually beats every one of my DCs.
Aren't we supposed to roll?
24. 24.
Make spell
Misses me,
attack
actually.
rolls against the fortitude DC of each creature in the area. So I get to roll.
26.
Sertium, damn, it fails by 1. How sad. Anyway,
Indeed.
Oh, you're rolling the DC. I see.
yes. 30 against Aloise.
26.
All right. I don't think that there's any special effects. All right. So everyone except Sert is grabbed by these black tendrils that sprout out of the ceiling. And
Bro.
we're just gonna have all y'all take the same amount of damage for the sake of sanity. So everyone except Sert takes 13. As oily black tentacles come out of the ceiling and try to grab every single person. And these tendrils continue to grow and grow and grow. And technically it couldn't have moved, so... It's got a range of like 120 feet though, so it's just gonna chill back here. Now it's time for the fun thing. Does this have a climb speed? It does not. It's gonna come up here.
Oh, fuck, it's big.
And I'm gonna say that it's just burrowed into the ground up through here using all of its actions. And then we have a swarm. And it's gonna do something similar. And it's gonna pop out all the way here using all of its actions because it has a burrow speed.
Oh, they're both already out?
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm
awful,
burning all their
awful.
fucking actions to do this. Because they have burrow speeds, and although they can't logically burrow through stone, it's a lot more interesting than having both of them sit at the bottom of this pit, you know?
Awful, awful, terrifying, scary.
Indeed. Hi, Lela! Hi! Hi!
Hey! Hey!
You're
hey!
grabbed by tentacles.
Uh-huh.
Specifically a Vard's black tentacles.
Any creature you succeed against this grab, whenever creature ends its turn in the tentacles, grab that creature if they haven't already. Each tentacle escape DC is equal to your spell DC. What's a spell DC?
The spell DC is 28.
Uh-huh. And what do I roll for that?
You're just gonna do an escape check, which is athletics, acrobatics, or your unarmed attack modifier.
Horrifying.
Indeed.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get out.
Okay.
Okay.
Magic
nuts.
number is 28. You are still stuck unless you'd like to burn a hero point, honey.
Yeah?
Okay. Roll your hero point. Don't forget that if y'all are watching stream, you can burn hero points to...
Horrifying, horrifying, horrifying.
I'm gonna be nice since you rolled the exact same fucking number and ungrab you. Since you also burned a fucking hero point. Like, that's... I don't...
Spend money and statistical anomaly.
Yeah, I don't like the plus 10 roll, because especially since chat can just be like, here's 3 fucking hero points whenever. But I think, like, occasionally I'll be kind. I feel like that's fair, y'all.
Like the abyss.
Indeed. So you have 2 more actions, honey.
I'm running?
Why?
I will die.
Nuh-uh.
I'm glad. I'm
You
glad
have
we
1 action left, honey. What would you like to do?
Uh-huh.
I do not recommend doing a recall action on the big boar worm, by the way. You will not like what you hear.
No, I'm just gonna guidance Aloise.
Hey.
Oh my god,
Why'd we just
hi,
walk-
Aloise.
Wait, I didn't actually grab the guidance. There we go. Strike this.
You are grabbed.
Yeah.
But if you're cool with that, go for it.
Strike doesn't have manipulate on it, does it?
I do not believe so.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
That'd be fucked up.
Indeed.
There we go. We got the circumstance. I don't have any other source of status bonus anyway, so circumstance. Anyway. Strike Odyssey.
That is a 22 to hit against the swarm. They also cannot have their frightened condition reduced, which is big sad for them. Did not reduce their frightened condition for them ending their turns, which is awkward, but okay. Alright. Do your damage.
The dis- Oh, nice roll.
You start slashing through them and you cleave a large amount, but many of the worms just keep crawling up your blade as you realize, oh fuck, maybe a giant sword is not the best thing to deal with a swarm. It's useful, but you have 2 actions left, honey.
I'm going to do a thing that I neglected to do, and
Okay.
never mind. I'm gonna strike again.
Okay. That is a hit, but sadly not a crit.
Nice.
The swarm still stands, 2 worms angrily about to beat the shit out of you.
For Sert's turn, they will start their first action by sustaining
Oh.
pernicious.
You can keep doing whatever you want to do. You do sustain that, but since Caius stayed in the area of it, Caius, you are going to take this much damage from the tentacles tightening their grip on you.
Okay. Yes, I will be sustaining Pernicious Poltergeist, so I will repost it, and I will be doing a telekinetic storm, so I will need any remaining creatures to make me reflex saving throws.
Alrighty. He gets a 24. It,
That
for some
fails.
reason, is not giving me your DC, but eh.
I do not know. It's probably because the way the spell has its DCs baked into the chat card and not the
Possibly.
bottom button.
You just
At
tell
any
me
rate.
if I ever get a critical fail then.
Of course. That will be 11 points of force damage.
Alright, he
And
takes
for
11.
Sert's second action, they will be striding to...
Yeah, you were not grabbed by the thing. That's correct.
Nope. They will be striding to there, and for their third and final action, they will be passing a guidance to Faunra.
Yippee!
Alright, Faunra, let's talk about the circle on you.
Yeah. So, my first thing I'm going to be doing is try to escape.
Okay. You can just give me an unarmed attack unless your athletics or acrobatics is higher than that for some reason.
I'm making sure.
Always good, always good.
Wait, my athletics and my unarmed is the exact same thing, I'm pretty sure.
I believe that's
Yeah, it
correct.
is. Okay.
That is a 29. You are no longer grabbed.
Yippee!
You smack the tendrils out of the way and are able to just barely get out.
Okay, my second.
Just so everyone is aware, if you stay in the area of the black tentacles, they will attempt to grab you again.
I noticed.
Yeah, they will either attempt to grab you again or try to fucking hurt you.
Okay. My second attack is... Well, I'm going to...
I'll be
Punch a
right back.
punk. Miss.
Oh, let me roll this fucking third one, I guess.
Flurry.
Yeah. I probably should state that beforehand. Oh my god.
Big sad. Both times due to solely the multiple attack penalty. You have 1 action left. Alright. Papa Smurf's turn. He's gonna schmoove out of the way. He's not close enough to do anything super fun. But he does see a possible target.
Would he be able to see us if there's a 20-foot ledge there for proper targeting and not the ceiling of the roof?
Probably not, legitimately. Let me see if he has any weird movements. He does not. He does have levitate, though. So I think that's funny enough that he can just fucking...
That's terrifying.
Strides
Yeah.
there and starts floating up menacingly.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just make him float 10 feet. Yep, that's fair.
That's my goat right there.
Empress Boreworm sees that a lot of people are not within range of it. Or are they? They are not. It's got a burrow speed, so we're gonna have it just break in through here. Hi, Caius! How are you? I'm hungry. I'm going to bite you now. Does a 24 hit?
It apparently does.
Yeah.
Because you're off guard from the tendrils. Also, can you give me this roll, please? Please?
How
Damn it.
horrifying have things gotten?
The worms
Ooh.
are in the walls.
That's
Oh.
promising.
Take your 25 damage. You don't get anything bad from it. And I'm gonna just say that it doesn't have any actions left for the sake of sanity.
Yeah. It might be suffocating, honestly.
It has a burrow speed.
Yes. Burrow speed lets you go through terrain. It doesn't let you live in terrain, as you have to hold your breath.
Oh, then... just gonna move mostly out of the way then. Hit and run tactics accidentally.
Yeah.
Do these
Unless
things
it's
even have
stated
to fucking breathe? It's a good question.
Excellent question. I don't
Borer.
know. I know that burrow speed normally...
Oh, it just it has a thing called borer where it just makes a tunnel. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless it explicitly states that it leaves a tunnel behind, then any burrowing it does, it has to do while holding its breath. But if it has burrower, you're chill. You can just vibe there.
cool. He will lose the frightened condition. This one, however, will not.
Oh yeah, because he was frightened on his first turn.
Correct, and was not attacked by Aloise.
Mm-hmm.
This one is going to do a steppy, then another steppy. Swarms
Okay.
can do that. Cool. I need reflex saves from everyone that is currently in its space.
Does that include me?
No, you're fine. Faunra, built different. Caius, regrettably not built different. Alright, Caius, you will take 11 acid damage as these thousands of bites from this creature almost burrow into your body, making you look like a very poorly made cookie cutter design. Lela, you have worms in
Hey.
front of you.
I do. Caius is typically, Aloise is typically okay when I do this. Third rank, sound noise blast.
It's,
All right, where are
it's
you
near
putting it?
death. It's
I'm gonna put it right here. Should hit both of them. Yeah.
Let me double check. It does hit everyone, including Aloise. So, Aloise crit succeeds. The Empress Boar Worm succeeds, so she'll take half.
Darn.
And the worms, unless they get a critical success, are gonna explode. That's not a critical success. That is the exact
No.
opposite of a critical success. So
No,
they
the
will
worms
explode.
exploded.
they're in fact critically dead.
Let me double check that they don't have any fun abilities that happen to them when they die. They do not. So yeah, these worms just... You have one action left, honey.
Darn, I wish Caius was a step closer.
The Empress Boarworm has Tremor Sense, imprecise 60 feet, so I'm just going to say that it doesn't give a shit about Deafened. But I am going to apply it just for the sake of don't hit it with another sound-based thing.
Oh, I mean, it wouldn't have deafened it anyway. It needs to fail.
Oh yeah, it did
But
succeed.
thank you.
Yeah, my bad. I misread that. I apologize.
Thank you for the free knowledge. Haha, get played.
It's a
Shield.
giant worm and it doesn't have eyes. I don't know what you want from me, ma'am. Alright,
It's
Caius.
soft, squishy body.
You are wormed.
Is it Aloise's turn?
Yes. That was all three reactions.
Can I expand?
I will say yes, but the thing gets a free hit of damage on you. I feel like that's fair. Okay. take your 1d6 damage as I fiddle with your token.
There was a... Oh, it already applied it.
Yeah, look, find the enlarge spell in the compendium and see if you can just drag that spell effect onto Aloise.
Well, in that case, let me try to find that ability real quick. You can continue doing your turn, just imagine that you are large.
Okay. I always do that. Oh, what a sad damage roll.
Did not make you large, though.
Sad.
Oh.
Okay, well.
Interesting.
Alright, I'll just manually make you large. It's not that annoying, it's just like reminder thing. Okay, so this takes 52 damage. It is off guard. Huh?
That was quite the sad damage roll off on a crit.
It will do its fortitude save, which it will pass with flying colors. And you have one action left, question mark?
Yes.
Okay, Sertium Healer. There is a worm partially in the wall.
Don't like, but retreating further means getting closer to the spider, and that is... Ugh.
You see her
so
wave at you from far away.
No, I'm not looking that
I'm about
direction.
to...
You have the
Sertium.
feeling that she is staring at you.
In
Okay.
Faunra
Like-
speak, you are between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Cert will spend 2 actions casting a Bless,
Okay. Oh.
and for their third and final action... I see. They will... let me double check something real quick. As... No, that won't do anything. I will instead just...
You do know that there's... I will just say, for the sake of sanity, there is nothing in your sustain.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to sustain it anyway. I was letting it drop. Let me actually get rid of that. I was just going to throw my spear for my third action.
One moment. Foundry decided to do a fucking funny on me for some godforsaken reason.
Okay, I will delay my dice roll.
Should still show up. I just need a second to reset it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to delete your thing while I was on top of... you literally placed it exactly where the chat node was.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I can delete my own nodes.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right. Yes. You still have 3 actions.
It's fine.
07. Oh, it does a range penalty automatically. Foundry's cool.
Yeah. Love Foundry.
I wonder if it calculates the 515 approximation by default.
Probably.
It's like,
Faunra, it is your turn. There is a giant woman in front of you and a giant worm woman in front of you. One of them will kiss you. The other will do terrible things to you. Choose wisely.
It's not what you think.
It's not what you think. It very much is not what you think.
Could you run that back?
There is a giant woman in front of you and a giant worm woman in front of you. One of them will kiss you. The other will do terrible things to you.
I see.
I'm just gonna shuffle like a fucking rat.
That's fine.
Eh.
Also, because Pathfinder is cool, the Black Tentacle spell just has a duration of a minute.
Yep.
Or-
I don't believe it discriminates allies and enemies, though.
It does not. But at the same time, like... It's worms, yo.
Oh.
as a hit and a critical miss. Caius, can you also remind me how long the off guard lasts for the criticals that you do?
Let's see. Until the start of your next turn.
Okay, alright. Manad the Goth will use a action to basically stance himself up so he doesn't have to worry about, like, any downsides. Or does he? He does not. Hey, Aloise, do you want to smell colors?
Sure.
Cool. Synesthesia.
Synesthesia, yeah.
Give me that will save, baby.
Okay.
Not an emotion effect, can't help you.
31, though.
That's fine.
Success. You are affected by 1 round. Due to distraction, you must succeed at a DC 5 flat check each time you use the concentrate action.
Big thing is conceal. Everything's concealed you, and you're clumsy 3.
Yeah. Enjoy your clumsy 3. Enjoy your concealed. And yeah, you can smell colors right now. It is very upsetting on multiple levels. Homeboy will also, I'm just gonna say for the sake of sanity, he's gonna float up until he decides otherwise.
Sustaining his levitate to go, woo!
Yep.
I got to ask you this, right? What does white smell like? Because that's the first
What
thing
does
you
white
always
smell
do.
like?
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's no white around you, but this fucking party loves the color white for some godforsaken reason.
Yeah, I think it's like the hair in her eyes, you know?
It smells... It smells like sea foam hitting the, like, bridge of your nose. It smells like salt on the top of whatever meal that you are about to eat. It smells like memories long since past.
Even that's upsetting. Okay, thank you.
Anyways, worm
I can't tell you
time.
what it smells like, but it's very loud.
That smell. So you took something that does not have a smell and made it smell like a concept, which also doesn't have a smell.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh no.
Oh, you are
I'm not
concealed. That's the problem. Alright. You are not concealed. Things are concealed to you. That is a crit, though. Give me that fortitude save before I crit your ass. Ooh, are you accepting that?
No.
Cool. All right.
All I wanna do.
It's not consuming my hero points automatically, so I'm just gonna bump this.
Are you
down.
re-rolling using hero point?
I think so.
Okay. It is going to attempt to move, though. Would you like to use your reactive strike on it?
Sure.
All right.
That's a crit.
All right, let's see if it lives. Let's see if it lives or something upsetting happens. Nope, that's not the correct target. Oh boy. I'm
It's
gonna
blow up
need...
into a bunch of worms, isn't it?
Oh my god, how did you know? I'm gonna just need a reflex save from the person that made it explode.
I just had a feeling. The way you described it, I'm like, there's no way this thing doesn't just pop into like a little water
Cool.
balloon full of worms.
Here's your 5d10 acid damage.
Being the Empress worm, and we just fought swarms of it. That kind of makes sense. They'd be a mother as well.
Yep. I am just going to give this thing the initiative that she had, but it's not going to have any actions for this round. Well, it doesn't even matter. She explodes. Worm pops up here. The name of this ability, by the way, Viviparous Birth. I know you all wanted to hear that.
Oh, that's a banger.
Thank you.
Lela, it's your turn.
Hey.
Hi. There are worms.
There are worms.
There are
That is
worms.
true. There's plenty of worms.
Many worm. Ooh,
A lot of worm.
Ooh, Aloise has
Yeah?
a fun HP total. This is gonna be very fun for me.
Oh, she's gonna Why?
Very fun for Ripley. Very fun for Ripley. I get to kill Aloise. Hooray!
I will
I
be
wish I
assisting
was-
with Aloise's condition, Lela.
Okay, I wish I was a little closer so I could touch her,
But
but that's alright.
you should definitely help her a little bit if you can.
I should?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I will remind you that you can also cast heal through the prayer beads that you have.
I have prayer beads?
Yep, holy prayer beads.
What's the difference between casting heal through that and not?
It's just through the thing. That's about it.
Doesn't use a spell slot.
Oh, I see. Get to cast bless or heal each once per day. Yeah, I
it's
think
just
I will...
a first level though, so
Right.
I
My
imagine.
staff has better healing than that. Yeah. I will take a little step towards Aloise.
Okay.
Cast this. Oh, I could do it 4th rank.
Do it.
No, I can't. I only have 3rd rank.
No, you have 4th rank.
Oh, I have 4th rank because I have 4th rank spell slots.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'll cast a 4th rank. I'm gonna do a 1-action heal.
Okay. Touch.
Yep.
Aloise heals for 19.
And then I'm going to just lay on hands.
Okay.
Eevee.
Give me that healing. Healer for another 24.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. Aloise, there are worms.
There are worms. I guess now I'll try on the stance again.
Okay.
Where the fuck is it? There it is. Huh? Oh, okay. Fail.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll strike. They're concealed already? Cool.
Hit.
Hit this.
Not a crit. Big sad. Okay.
And strike again.
All right.
Cool.
That hits. Exactly.
Cool. Oh, 7. Near death.
Sertium healer. Keep in mind that's basically just ignoring a decent amount of your slashing damage.
It's half of the barbarian.
Still. Sertium healer. How are you doing, honey? Would you like worms?
Not particularly. However, I do have some assistance I would like to render unto my comrade. So, Cert will spend their first 2 actions casting a 2-action heal.
Okay.
On Aloise.
I do have to do the 1d6 bludgeoning on Aloise, so take that before you get healed, Aloise. Thank you. Does not matter, but bookkeeping, you know?
Of course. And for Cert's final action, they will expand the radius on their bless.
Lovely.
Yippee! Faunra! Eh.
You gonna punch him?
Yep.
That'd be fucked up. You're gonna do that. Ah, it's still concealed. Yeah, I think it's gonna die, seeing as you got 2 crits on it. Yeah,
They're not immune to bleeding, are they?
Well, girly pop, it's got 15 HP. But no, they are not immune to bleeding.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that... Okay, they literally cannot survive then.
Yeah, do you want to... You can roll your double crit damage.
I will.
Okay. Wow, that was a really sad second crit.
It really was.
The first one was really good, though. That was a 10 and a 9.
Okay. The worms.
Yeah.
And you're staying out of there. Got it.
For now.
Papa Smurf in his fun turn. He is going to lower himself by sustaining the thing. Let me read how levitate works. Floating creature can use an interaction to stabilize itself. Oh, technically it wouldn't even have to do that because it's standing next to a thing. So it's just going to use its action to just drop itself to the ground. And slither away.
Bastard.
That's its turn. Lela.
Worm Prime, come back.
No. Fuck you.
Please?
No. Fuck you.
We killed Worm Prime. That's like Worm Merlin.
How far away is that?
Can
Can I give him a going away present? 55 feet.
Merworm? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a going away present.
Okay.
That's twice now you've done this.
Good.
He is... You cannot see him, so he does get concealed, so roll me a d20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He takes his 17 damage. However, honey, you chose a bad place to stop.
Uh-oh.
Yoinkers.
Oh no! Oh no!
Stupid dog.
Aloise, what would you like to do? You are grabbed. You are sick.
I have an unaccosted strike bonus, so I'm just gonna strike the tentacle.
Okay. That is a miss.
Damn.
It has an AC equal to his spell DC, by the way, so it's 28.
Yeah. I would have to roll really high on the second thing, but it's still better than my athletics, which is burdened by a lot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just clumsy and sickened. It's not that bad. You have a plus
Oh, that's
15
true.
versus your attack of more than that. Yep. Alright. Take your 1d6 damage for staying in there. Sertium Healer, it is your turn.
There's little Cert can do to give chase to this worm-like monstrosity, but perhaps no, I don't believe we spied a side passage to the west through where the mind creatures were. This is a unique cavern. They'll attempt to go up here and have a look around. So 2 actions to stride here,
Okay.
to the edge. Ah, hello there.
Oh my god, hi!
Interesting. They haven't fully retreated, but they're certainly using the advantage of the terrain.
He is not
As
fast.
such, he is not fast. As such, I don't want to remain in his line of sight, so Cert will stride down to here to break line of sight and accept the consequences of being in the black tentacles for now.
Okay. Let me target you real quick.
Yep. Which, fun fact, there's actually a remastered version of the spell, and it's called Slither, and instead of tentacles, it's snakes.
Horrific. I also forgot to grab the child. There we go. Faunra.
Hi.
Hi. You should go down there.
Should I go down there?
You should go down there.
You
Smile.
scare me, Ripley.
I scare you
How
no
bad will
matter
it
what
be?
I do. It will not be that bad for the first 2 rounds.
What do you mean by that? What do you...
It only triggers after the 3rd round. And then the funny happens.
You know what? I'm down. You know.
Alright. Get going.
I'm gonna stride up to the ledge.
Okay.
And I will gonna climb down it.
Okay. We'll just say
Looking up
that's... What's your speed? 4 Gorillion? Yeah.
About 45.
So that was, what? 35? Yeah,
That means I can-
for another action you could just get down without having to worry about anything. For the sake of sanity.
Oh, actually,
Hmm?
I don't have to spend a third action to get down with no problem.
I was just gonna say the second action to get down with no problem.
Oh, for a second? Okay, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you're right. Okay. I thought you were for another... Yeah, okay.
Nope.
Because either way, I was going to go down 10 feet, and I have cat fall, so I'm like, I literally don't take damage.
Yeah. Well, if it's just 10 feet, you can probably just fucking drop and accept it. You would drop 15 feet, because climbing, I believe, is double?
Climbing is 5 feet maximum, but it increases if your speed is 40 or higher. Increases by 5 for every 20 feet above 20 feet. So I get 10 maximum climb distance.
Yeah, I'll just say, like, with your one action, you can get fucking down there. I'm not gonna make you count beans.
Yeah, we didn't have to do this. We didn't have to do this. We're down here. We're chilling. I've been genuinely thinking about this the whole time anyway.
No,
so
that's fine.
I have. Okay.
What do you want to do? You want to get within 20 feet of me? You want to get within 20 feet of me. Nothing bad will happen if you get within 20 feet of me. Fool, that's not within 20 feet of me.
I am in cover. And that's all my actions.
Hello.
You fool. You fell for my You fell for my ruse.
Hi, Faunra.
Hi.
How do you feel about tentacles?
They're okay, I guess.
Okay, cool. Give me that fortitude save, baby. God damn it.
Oh, nice.
You take half of that.
Owie. I just realized I have a maximum 94 health. I have a lot of health.
Yeah. That's his turn. Lela. Let me just read how this works.
Did it grab me? I didn't even realize.
The massive tentacles coming off of the ceiling are grabbing people.
Okay. Uh-oh.
You are grabbed.
Yeah.
Blow
It's
his
not
head,
very
move off.
He's got
once
a
you
big
escape the
fucking
ground.
head.
He's got a big fucking head. Do I really need to escape the grasp?
There will be a flat check to see if you can actually move your fingers.
You
Or
need
if
to
you know.
destroy
Okay.
the door.
Well,
need to
I'm gonna
destroy
try
the
to
worm
escape
cave.
then.
Okay.
The spice must flow.
Just remember, if you critically
It's a
fail, one
big
goes into your
move.
mouth. I don't make the rules here.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't know if I should just do damage or try to escape from the things because I'm probably just gonna get.
You gotta
grabbed
remember
by
that
the
you
things
need to
again.
roll a you need to roll a 28 in order.
I'm gonna
to,
get a 28. That's so fucking high, and I'm probably just gonna get grabbed by the sons of bitches again. So I might as well just take the risk of getting it shoved in my gullet.
Yeah. And
All right,
like,
and with that decided, I'm going to vibrate it.
okay, that is a manipulate check, so we're gonna have to. You'll have to give me that flat check real quick, BB. It does pass, or you do pass rather. And it gets a. Oh, that's not a crit, sadly. Takes half damage. Bep.
That's so sad.
Yeah, he succeeded by 9.
That's so tragic.
Indeed. You have
Was what?
one action left, I believe. Yep.
Yeah. What did I roll for that? Fortitude. Okay.
Mhm.
Just seeing.
He's
One action
kind of
left.
stacked. I will not lie.
guess I'll just try to escape.
Okay.
Athletics,
Yep.
acrobatics.
Athletics, acrobatics, or unarmed. Your pick. You are still stuck, Ed. Enjoy your
Yeah.
1d6 of 3.
Youch!
Aloise.
Okay, let's try to roll a 28. 07.
That
I
hits.
can't roll under 12.
You can't roll under 12, so you break out of it. I will say, basically, the tentacles regrow after every single time that you cut one away.
I
So,
think that's legit what they say.
yeah, it legit is just like, you get out of it as a way. Long jump. Stride, then attempt a jump in the direction you were striding.
I can't imagine this is gonna go well, but
Okay,
I so
alright.
want to.
So where are you striding to?
Over here.
Okay.
I can stride through allied space, right?
Yes, you just can't end your turn there. And then you're hopping there, which is a 20-foot fall.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't want to end up falling over here where I'll get restrained again, you know, or grabbed again.
That's understandable. You leap a distance equal to check round down to the nearest feet, which would be 15, which I'm pretty sure, yeah. You do take 10 damage as you fall.
Okay. I'll just manually type in 89 after 99.
Yep.
Can I get the prone condition? I don't know how to place it on myself.
Just little steps.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yep. Sertium Healer, it is your turn.
I believe Cert will attempt to escape first using acrobatics check.
Okay. Let's fucking go.
Okay.
Sertium
Based.
Healer, rolling 5 Garroyan.
For Cert's second action, they will draw their any length rope to their hands. And for their third action, they will command the rope to grow to, we'll say 30 feet of length, just to cover any excess little bit of rope dangling at the bottom.
Okay.
So preparing for your turn to descend.
All right. Hi, Faunra. I have a bad thing for you to do. Give me a will save.
Don't forget to
You
regrab
will.
me, or attempt to do so.
This is true. Let me do that real quick.
Ugh. Well, I failed.
Lovely.
This is an emotion effect.
Let me grab you and do damage to you, and then I will check. It is not.
Okay.
Cool.
What is it?
You feel the thoughts of 10,000 beings popping into your mind as you struggle to even figure out what is going on around you. You close your eyes and you are surrounded by all of these worms. They are crawling on you. They are crawling over you. You have no idea what is even going on at this point. And also, it's going to tell you what to do.
Yay. Yeah.
Hey, Faunra,
Hi.
you're going to use all of your actions to beat the shit out of Aloise.
Okay.
But you get to do another will save. You do succeed. Let me just read how confusion works.
Gamble.
You don't treat anyone as your ally. You don't delay. You move so your target is within reach, and so forth.
Okay,
Alright.
like when it says like attacks, like do I have to use my do I have to put my whole ass to it? Like am I doing the classic full punch strat?
That's up to you. In this case, since you rolled exactly correct.
What you do to while confused is mostly GM fiat. The big thing of confused is is the GM basically just gambles who you're gonna go attack.
Yeah, we'll just flip a coin. So roll me a die. If you get odds, you walk up and try to punch the worm. If you get evens, Aloise is the target, and you're gonna fucking 1-inch punch her ass. As odds, so you're gonna walk up and try to punch the worm.
Yeah.
Okay. And it could be one. We'll just make it 1-inch punch either way, just for the sake of sanity.
Okay.
Punch it. Nice.
No.
Oh, that was still targeting Aloise.
No.
You would have missed it either way.
Either way, the command confusion did say, like, you do choose who I attack.
Yeah, and I did a roll.
Okay, fair
Or
enough.
rather, you did a roll, and then it was decided that you picked a big worm, and you missed big worm.
Yeah.
The choosing is if you fail the will save there.
Yes. You succeeded
Otherwise,
on the
it's random,
save.
as we did.
His reaction is basically he can force you to pick a target, and if he forces you to pick an ally, you roll a will save, and if you succeed that, then it goes back to random. Anyway, he is going to target his favorite princess in the world. What's up?
No, it doesn't matter.
He's going to use his wand to cast a funny spell. And he is going to attempt to disarm Aloise. He does not have a thing that targets your reflex, so I will just do a raw roll.
Haha, Expelliarmus, am I right, guys?
Okay.
It's
23 against your reflex.
It's 21.
Cool. You drop your sword
21.
as he casts telekinetic maneuver. But it's borked, so he doesn't do it, but he does. Which makes it so that you drop your weapon.
Does it go far or?
No, you just drop it. He basically disarms you.
Okay.
Disarmed only disarms on critical success.
Then what is this?
On success, it causes the the person to need to make an action to reaffirm their grip. Otherwise, they take a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls or checks using the item.
Further attempts to disarm. Creature can end the effect. So basically, you drop it to one hand instead of 2, I think.
No, it just a -2 circumstance penalty. It's the same penalty as if you were prone and attacking.
Okay. All right. Well, if that comes up, we will deal with it. But for now, that is a 2-action spell. He still has 1 action. He's going to cast Hypercognition and learn everything there is about Aloise.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
He will do his 6 checks, and he will speak in Sackroth to Aloise and goes, "He's still out there, hunting you. He won't give up until he kills you. You know who he is." That's not what I wanted. Lela, it's your turn.
Hey,
Hi.
this is horrifying.
What part?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Hey, sir, are you grabbed currently?
Yes.
Oh. Awful.
Leela's so airheaded, literally. Like you can see the tentacles probably grasping Cert. It's like, you grabbed? Yep.
I'm gonna try and break free, and
Okay.
that'll determine what I do this turn.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Didn't think you'd get that far, huh?
No. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm. What part?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now I have 2 things that I am considering.
Uh-huh.
Both aren't good.
Okay.
And now how much damage am I taking if I jump?
10.
10. Okay. Not amazing. I think it's a little too late, And I'm just gonna get grabbed again, so why did I even escape in the first place? But I'm just gonna make some stairs.
Okay. You have steppies now. I will also mention, just before you fully commit to that, before Cert was roped, or was tentacled up, they did set up a rope to basically climb down, if you prefer to just climb down. That way you don't waste a spell slot.
Yeah, I'll do that instead.
Okay. Yep. So
Who's meowing?
Alucard?
That would be my child.
Alucard.
You have
Who's,
one action left.
Shoot, did the rope spit me out here? Could it spit me out here? Probably not.
Yeah, I'll let it.
Oh, cool. Here you go, Aloise.
Yippee.
Big woman.
Oh my god, hi Aloise! Guess what you get to do for me?
Yeah, mindfuck.
Let's see how that brain's doing.
Grump, the small child next to you.
Yeah, this
16. Alright, Aloise, you have 2 targets. Based on Aloise's setup, she always doesn't move if she's within striking distance of someone. And you have 2 people in striking, or 3 people in striking distance of you, I believe.
Yeah.
Nope, this one's in 15. So yeah, you have 2. You have 10.
She's also
10.
prone.
Yeah, she's prone. Alright, Caius, roll me a D2. Odds you hit Faunra, evens you hit Lela.
Hey, don't.
Uh-oh. Alright.
Grump, the child.
Am I obligated to stand up and reaffirm my grip?
No, that's a good fucking question. Let me... Because you also got confused.
I mean, it just says you use all of your actions to strike or cast offensive cantrips.
It'd probably be just stand up and make some strikes then.
Yeah, I would say you stand up, and then you would use your next 2
So I don't
actions.
have to reaffirm.
You don't have to, so you would get a -2 circumstance. Which
I'll
would-
just keep the prone condition then, so it just gives the circumstance.
Okay, that's fair. So just do 2 strikes on Lela. Row Raggy. Ooh. Ooh.
That's it.
You narrowly avoided a crit.
34 on Lela.
Ow!
Attack number 2.
Oh!
You want to hero point that?
No, I don't.
Look, I don't get to do that often. That's my one. I get it. Speaking of, everyone gets a hero point.
Yay!
Okay, I'm actually gonna get rid of Owen for now because I'm just gonna reaffirm the grip.
Okay.
Cert will spend an action to try to escape.
No.
Listen.
We'll try to hero point that, actually.
I mean, you just got it. Might as well.
Oh,
Barely fails.
DC's
Oh.
28. That's fine.
heartbreaking.
I don't think there's much I can do for Lela at this angle. I was kind of relying on the escape.
You did just see Aloise fucking try to smork Lela.
Yes. The line of sight would definitely be very cursed for me in this sort of situation. So, I believe Cert's only next recourse of action would be attempting to escape again.
Okay.
So this would be at a -4 because the map. Bad.
I believe in you. If you're within
No high
2, I'll
praise.
just give it to you. But that's not within 2, so...
That's fine. At any rate, Sure, we'll go for the triple escape attempt. I'm just gonna roll this one in -8 at myself because I'm lazy.
That's
Oh!
a nat 20, though.
That's it.
Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Yep, I'm
We're
gonna
so
say that they
bad.
also can't grab you just for the sake of kindness.
Appreciated. That is Sert's turn.
Something the Abyss would never do.
Says that you are confused for 1 round, so I will say that your confusion will fall off, but if you fail this check, that shit's staying on. However, all of your attacks will be against the worm, so... Cool, you succeed, you don't have to worry about that. The worm is ready to get his face kicked in. Anyway, Sir, here's your hero point back, because someone named MerkRampage sent you a hero point.
Alright. Changing my Twitch. Alright.
Die, worm.
Yake, exit the meat. Or
Alright, that is 1 hit.
what did Vandal say?
That was back when you guys were talking to the Drider and she was like, exit your meat. Alright. He will take 7 damage from all of that.
I knew you were fucking lying to me.
Why would
You're-
I lie? It's fine. He does not get stunned because that's an incapacitation effect.
Oh, I could change my display name, but not my username.
Alright, Faunra, that is 2 actions. You have 2 left.
Oh, no, it's
Uh,
resistance.
I'm gonna step. I'm gonna.
Oh, you're like...
No, that's fine.
And then I'm gonna do another punch.
Okay. That is
Oh,
a miss.
Matt, you cruel bitch.
Hey, you've been down there for 3 turns. I'm gonna need a fortitude save from you, honey. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, it's the worm's turn. Oh my god, a small unattended child. Oh my god, hi small unattended child.
It just looks around at the party. Well, that could be anyone.
It's time to get hit with a rock.
Let's go.
29 to hit against Lela.
Oh, jeez.
That is a nice 19 damage to Lela.
Oh, I'm fucking
Bonk.
dead.
You're not dead, you're unconscious.
Bonk.
Where is unconscious? There is unconscious.
Her initiative now also jumps to be above the creature.
Correct. Where is dying? There is
It's
dying.
the skull emoji, yeah.
Yeah, enjoy. And for his last action, that is an attack, he's gonna bite Faunra. And get a critical miss. Big sad. Aloise, the confusion wears off, but you know what I'm gonna ask you for?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that will save again, honey. That's a 3.
Hero points. Wait. What was it again? What did we establish it was?
You right click
Yeah.
and reroll using a hero point.
No,
which
like,
should...
we didn't establish a DC, I don't think.
What's up?
Anyway.
The DC
No,
for
we
that?
didn't establish... Yeah, we didn't figure out the DC, I don't think, through a found result.
Well,
But-
Faunra rolled a... Faunra got a fortitude save on that, and then she passed the Mind Fog aura just in general.
Yes.
And you failed on 17.
Yep.
You are confused. Aloise has never hit someone that has been dying, so we're gonna roll you a die. Odds, you go after Faunra. Evens, the worm. Uh-oh. Walk on over.
I'm just gonna assume I'm obligated to reaffirm the grip at this point.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So,
But that's 2 actions that you burn, so you only hit her once.
Whew, we're fine.
You want a hero point at that?
not-
No, thank you. I don't have a hero point anyway.
Aw, where's the fun in that? Cert, it is your turn. Lela has a massive sword slash against her entire body.
Yeah, first action will be stride.
You do have the
To
rope, so you
get
can
and
just get
climb on
down
the
to the
rope.
ground if you want.
Yep. And second action will be a doctor's visitation to get the rest of the distance down, adjacent to Lela. I'll actually position myself over here. I don't like being... Let me double check the distance.
Hey,
here.
Aloise, someone gave you a hero point.
Delightful.
Yippee.
My dear child, that is not good. I will not gamble on your life.
It'd be funny though.
No.
What's the worst that would happen?
There you go.
You
That
are
is
no
2 of
longer dying,
30
but you are
actions.
wounded. Enjoy. I think it's wounded.
Yes, wounded.
Wounded if you can. Here's a question. Since you are using treat wounds to, or battle medicine treat wounds to heal her, would that remove wounded? I would imagine not. Yeah.
I've had to restore her full HP.
Understandable.
It's very difficult to get rid of wounded in combat. The most effective way is to heal somebody to full health.
Alright. Hi, Faunra. You succeeded. You're immune to the mind fog.
I was going to say, final action, I extend my bless.
My bad. I apologize.
Quite all right.
Okay. Well,
You are not hypnotized. Oh, Raid.
Yes, I'm
Hi,
aware.
Hogpix.
Yin. Oh, I'm going to step right here.
Gonna do a steppy? Okay.
I am going to do a flurry of maneuvers. My first action is going to be to trip Aloise.
Trip Aloise. Okay. Alright. Alright, give me that trip on Aloise. That is a critical success. Aloise, you fall prone and take 1d6 bludgeoning.
Or Aloise.
You want to roll the d6?
Oh.
Take your one.
Yay! Yay! She just fell on her tuchus. She's okay. She just okay. And my next is going to be okay. No, chill out. Chill.
No, I'm double checking to see if Lela is within the range.
What the fuck?
It's only fair. Look, just because Aloise fucking almost crumped you doesn't mean you can't crump her back.
No, I don't wanna.
No.
Oh.
Go jail. Forever.
Well, I was gonna make that a fury of blows, so I'll just roll my second one.
That is a hit. Just barely.
Nice.
I'm assuming... One second, I have to check something with Caius, because this might be important. Yeah, Caius, give me this flat check real quick as I do the damage for this.
Yo, you got raided.
I did. Caius,
Nice.
you are no
You
longer...
recovered from the confused.
Yes.
Yay, damage.
The boy, however, does not give a shit about you punching him in the throat.
No, he does not.
Their resistance might just be racist.
It is.
Huh?
Yeah.
Against
Discriminates against
monks.
Faunra.
It is
Yeah.
specifically against monks. Hi, Lela. How's your will save?
Oh, you know.
Give me that will save, baby. Oh, you're fine. All right, you got
Yay.
you got your actions to do what you want to do, honey.
I'm scared.
What part?
All of it.
Reach spell.
I'm gonna
Okay.
reach spell, and I'm going to Vampiric Feast, the stupid thing.
Okay, I'll give him his save.
Oh man, it's not a good roll.
32, he'll take half.
What the
Enjoy your 4
fuck?
temp. And also, since you casted a divine spell, you heal 1 off of your prayer beads.
Yay!
Something.
That's all.
Okay. Oh my god, hi Faunra! I am loving the new toys that you guys have brought me. These are very fun to play with. He's gonna take a bite out of Faunra. And get a nat 1! He's hungry though.
Time he had his own fucking deal.
23. And we'll just do it one more time for fun, because he doesn't want to get slapped by Faunra. Or by Aloise. That hits! Give me the fortitude save, Faunra. Wonder what this could do.
Like, poison me like times like a million, give me super aids.
No, it's just... Here's the starting 1d6.
That's a fancy d6.
And you will get stupefied, and finally, the actual damage from his bite.
I'll
Alright.
take some of that.
Alright.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I am sure. I'll take it.
You will
Sorry.
take 12. Faunra will take the remainder, so Faunra will take 6.
Okay.
Alright, Aloise.
I accidentally killed myself. How much damage? How much health did I have before?
How the fuck did you kill
could've-
yourself?
Oh.
We're chill.
Oh,
I think I had
honey.
something.
Honey.
Yeah, that's rough.
Okay, well...
Why is she making a will save on the creature's turn?
Because his turn is about to end. And it's Aloise's turn. That's at the start of their turn.
I see.
Yeah. Alright, well, he's gonna force you to do another will save, because he does not like Lela.
Oh, so
Alright, all 3 of your strikes at Lela.
am I obligated to stand?
Yeah, so 2 strikes at Lela.
Oh, 7.
That is a 7.
Oh.
You hit with a 4.
35
Well-
damage to Lela. She is unconscious. Alright, next one at Faunra.
This one's only plus 12.
That's a 20, though.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Uh,
That's 7.
Sertium healer.
Please stop yo-yoing. It's scaring me.
What part? I'm doing my job.
This will be 2 actions on Lela. Live.
It's not my fault that Aloise is doing something that is very good for her story, honestly.
Live
Okay.
and die no more.
Alright. You are no longer dying. Wounded goes up by 1, though.
I think Berserk's third action. Yeah. I suppose just in case the event of a swing comes my way, Cert will just cast shield.
Okay. Faunra.
All right. You're consistently a problem.
I love how this is like the biggest threat that you guys have faced, and it's not even because of him.
Go down.
That's true.
Alright, he will fall prone. Oh, you're doing it on Aloise again?
Yep.
Okay.
Stay down, please.
Alright. You have flurry and 1 action left.
Okay. I have to think about this.
So, full disclosure, everyone. Just so everyone is aware, although this is a good thing, the confusion falls off at the start of Aloise's turn. I am not forcing her to do reactive strikes, because that would be fucking cruel and unusual punishment at this point.
Oh,
Also, I
But-
don't think that she would.
Is it extended by? Is it extended because I crit failed it?
No, like, legit, it
The
just
mind
says, if you pass, you are immune for a minute. That's why Lela and Faunra don't have to do it.
So it doesn't have a crit fail effect?
No.
No.
You just keep failing.
I should mention that Leela's initiative stays above the creatures.
But Aloise knocked her out.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, full disclosure, this guy is basically running on empty. Like, all of his spells are very situational. And he's just being a little shit at this point. And he's figured out, oh, the fucking big scary one can't save against my mind fog. I just gotta survive. And then his reaction to force you to fail just makes it even worse. Oh, the mind fog is mental, but not emotion. Okay.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that.
Oh, you're just focusing fully on Aloise, okay.
I'm taking every measure to like.
Alright, we'll say that's a flurry of maneuvers, so you have 2 more actions.
Okay. I even did the multiple attack penalty. I had to do that manually.
There's a world where the best thing we do is just vacate the premises. And
Yeah.
Aloise with a worm.
Yeah, I agree with you, but Lela is unfortunately in crumping distance. So
Yeah, this is indeed
His
true.
legs.
My last actions are just gonna be dragon tailing this guy, I guess.
Okay. Kick his ass
All
down.
right, show me those misses.
That's a crit.
Yes.
That is a miss. Give me that crit damage.
Cool.
Alright. He does succeed, so he's not stunned. Let's see if he's slowed. He is not. Alright. Is that all you want to do?
That's all my actions anyway.
The worm. He sees Lela. He does not care for Lela. He's hungry.
He hates Lela.
He is going to spit on his sword and stab you. And fail. He's gonna do it again. And fail. That's his turn. Oh my god, hi Aloise! Oh, he's taking all the damage. Give me that will save, baby. Let's see what we got. Gonbate Aloise.
This one's Leila's turn, right?
Oh yeah, it is Leela's turn. My bad. I forgot Lela got fucking crumped by you.
My bad.
No, you're fine. It is your turn, Lela.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do a steppy. I thought I tabbed out and I tried to type something and I hit W and I moved up.
You
I
are
am
prone.
terrified.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. I'm gonna get up.
Okay. You are no longer prone.
Okay.
Reactive
Reactive strike. I don't like it. What happens if I get wounded 3? It's just
Don't
just
worry about
ask.
it. Smile.
You may die.
You die.
I die.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go down, and when you have wounded 3, you will die the next time you go down.
Please vacate.
Oh, if I have wounded 3.
Yes.
If you have wounded 3 and you go down again, that is death.
Oh, okay.
Basically, consider it for D&D. That's how many failed death saves you automatically have.
Oh, well, in that case, then, sorry for the incoming concealment. I'll try to hit just a little bit of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to murder the worm.
Okay. I will also heal you by 1 for your vitality funnies. Okay. Just hitting the worm. He will do his fortitude
Just
save.
hitting the worm.
And not give a single fuck.
Alright, man.
Thing
Whatever,
to
dude.
note at this point, 1, he's got blood. 2, he's got a slight buff whenever he has to do magic saves.
Yeah, I figured.
Alright, that's all 3 of your actions.
Yep.
Alright. Hi, Aloise. How's my favorite plaything doing?
Well,
Give me that will save.
Jesus Christ.
I'm giving you a hero point. Reroll that.
I'll just click this button. Oh, okay.
Fucking
Thank
finally.
fucking God!
Fucking finally. Dear God. Alright, Aloise, you are not confused. You do, however, see 2 giant slash marks across Lela that you know are from you.
Wait a second, that's not Horus.
Alright.
Spend 2 actions to undo what Faunra did to me.
Okay.
And then
I
strike
had
it
to
with-
do that.
Oh, 07.
The feeling of all of your greatest fears being real makes it nigh impossible to actually swing at what you are trying to do. Sertium Healer, it is your turn.
This guy's pissing me off.
Should I drop my Sandpoint Devil just to explain the dog shit rolls?
Cert will spend the first 2 actions on their turn, casting a Moonbeam.
Why were we rolling so bad? Sandpoint Devil comes out of the wall. It
was
me!
the Sandpoint Devil! I am why you all are having worst time.
Evil, 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 evil.
Sandpoint.
Here is my Moonbeam's attack roll.
Debut no Sandpoint.
No. We can hero point that. We can afford that. Ah, there we go.
That hits.
Big!
Is the damage of the Moonbeam, and the creature is also dazzled from this.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is dazzled for 1 round. He will
Correct.
take his 13 damage.
And for Cert's final action, we're going to go for the Hail Mary spear throw, as nobody is in a critical state, and Cert is pissed at this thing.
Understandable. You do take multiple attack penalty.
Of course. That's perfectly fine.
No.
Faunra.
You got this. Fire damage, fire damage, fire damage.
I'm not caring about the poison. You guys have been punished enough. Miss. Miss.
I believe. This is where all my actions are going, so I'm rolling them even more.
Critical
my
miss.
God.
Critical miss. Both by the same value.
Map is hard to hit, but that's how losers think.
Everything's a coin flip. It either happens or it doesn't.
You know, we're just gonna take that. We're just fuck it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Maybe it is the giant woman behind you who has slashed down one of your friends twice, but the sweat begins to drip across your back. It is I, the worm! I am going to stab at you. I would just like to state for the record that on all of this guy's first attacks on every single one of his melee strikes, there has been a 1.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Indeed. Is that a hit? No. And he's gonna bite you for his 3rd action. And
Nice.
fucking miss. Alright.
That's the value.
Lela.
I'm throwing fire at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hit it. Who knows?
Uh-oh.
Well.
This has been such a wet noodle fight. Besides, you know.
I'm
Oh,
very
you know.
I'm very happy I got to play around with Aloise. That's my highlight of today.
I'm gonna just throw my dagger at it.
Yeah?
because I want it to be over.
No.
Yeah, this is
Oh, I was
quite,
still
Aloise.
prone.
Yeah.
this is quite literally just smacking each other with pool noodles and seeing what happens.
It's funny how if I take away the thing that always hits, the fights become harder.
To be fair, I hit. I just was hitting him with wet noodles until I crit.
Like 10
What
with
is going through
resistant.
Aloise's mind as she finally strikes down this creature?
It's not a lot. It's... Do you remember the first session when I felt like she was alive again, getting to fight,
Indeed.
getting to swing her sword again, getting to do this as a living bodyguarding around town? She's always felt guilty for that sort of feeling, and seeing the blood on her blades, seeing the human blood on her blades, or human enough, it's numbing. That's satisfaction. It's all she can feel. And I guess that guilt dulls everything else.
As you are pulling your blade back, the strange green-blue blood from this creature falling off of it, you hear its final death throes in your mind and your mind alone. And I'm going to DM that to you.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Lela is absolutely mortified. Stands up, looks around, covered in blood, stares at you, and climbs a rope faster than you've ever seen anybody climb a rope before.
The worm also had a +2 striking weapon, so
Yep.
yeah. I'm gonna let y'all loot the room. I'm gonna let everyone do a 5-minute break, because Jesus fuck that fight.
Okay, I'm gonna grab water.
Everyone get water, everyone get what they need. Yeah. I'll reset Aloise back to normal size. And I'm gonna let everyone get a little bit of a break in.
Not climbing up there yet.
Okay. We'll do a quick...
I'll be back.
No, I can't do commercial. Oh, that makes sense. I did a 3-minute commercial at the very start. But we'll give everyone a break. Everyone take a breather, decompress from everything. Just remember, I am trying to make sure that the fights are fun, and I will also state for the record, I did not modify that fight at all. It is a severe encounter.
Think you did. I watched Oomphy fucking roll like shit.
I will post the fucking thing right in there, so y'all can believe me.
I never did believe you.
Like, dead-ass severe encounter, and it was literally just bad rolls. But once everyone gets back, once everyone gets a little bit of a breather, decompresses a bit, I just want to remind everyone that I'm not trying to kill y'all. I'm just trying to have interesting fights. I do appreciate everyone for being here, and shit happens. But yeah. Everyone get your drinks in, everyone get your rests in, do all of the fun stuff. But this is a Sagothi. Biggest, scariest thing is that it has the Mind Fog aura. It can also use magic items, even if it's not on their spell list, which is neat. Yeah, and these are produced by Neolithids, which would fucking curb stomp all of you. What else is cool in this chamber? Hmm. That's a really cool monster, though. I can't wait till Bones throws it at me at some point. I cannot imagine it would show up in Seasons of Ghosts, but maybe Bloodlords. How did you feel during that encounter, Bones, outside of goddamn, y'all have no fucking luck?
That was mostly it. Just like, damn, I have extra work I gotta do because those Aloise hits against Lela were not looking fun.
They were not. They were not.
Returnal.
Welcome back.
What happened? Faye just DM'd me something concerning.
What'd she DM you? If you...
Jesus. If it's in DMs, you're not supposed to call it out.
Okay. I thought that was like a bookmark.
Also, for all intents and purposes, this is the evil and malicious horse of this floor. But yeah. Kay is taking a step away. Everyone might as well take that healing. Everyone might as well take that healing. I'll apply it to anyone that isn't here.
Thank you.
Indeed, indeed.
I don't want to spam the chat with dice rolls when I basically can't fail that dice roll.
Mm-hmm. But while we have Aloise... Assuming now is a good time, how are you doing, honey? How are you doing in the pit?
Oh, Aloise?
Mm-hmm.
No. She's just taking time away right now because of Leela's reaction.
I will also mention that this little path down to the side goes on for a long, long while. It does eventually, if you went down it, goes to Narvoth, the uppermost layer of the Darklands.
Ah.
Assuming that that has not been changed from the New
Not
World
that I'm aware
Order.
of. No, the names of the different layers of the Darklands, as far as I'm aware, is the same.
Indeed it is. Indeed it does. One of the cool things about the boar worms is that they have different variants depending on what, not culture, location they can be found in. Like, there's anti-magic ones, there's ones that are like, do like a bone-chilling effect. It's cool. Welcome back. How's everybody doing? Is everyone doing okay? Does anyone need some aftercare?
Cert's doing fine.
Once again, I was more worried about the boar worms than Spimbus the Angie worm. So I apologize if I did not set expectations for that encounter of, yeah, Aloise is just gonna fucking slaughter everybody. Good luck, gamers.
Little asterisk addendum. Everybody means everybody.
Don't worry. Next she's going after you, Sert. Also, Spimbus here was a level 9 creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, big scary boy. But is everyone doing okay now?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone need milk, cookies, hug, kiss, lap dance? I don't know.
That. I don't eat it, but I'd like it.
Okay. Before we continue, Aloise, as you are down in the pit, giving the rest of your party a bit of time, A shadow appears on your sword blade, almost glistening.
It was probably, at the time, she was probably trying to clean off the blades.
You see a beast from a previous floor. The picture of Un. And he speaks to you. You. I have regrettable news. I would like to begin with it was not I. I left my charge. And unfortunately he passed while I was away. I am aware that you and I are not on equal standards, but if you deem it right, meet me at the Red Dog Smithy. Before it fades away. The rest of the party, up on top of the little cliff. How's Lela doing?
Lela is absolutely mortified. She is not having a good time. She won't be able to look at Aloise for a little while.
Puddle is doing his best to try to make you happy by picking up the gift, throwing it around, grabbing it, bringing it back, throwing it around, and just trying to make you feel a teensy bit better. Faunra and Sert, what are you two doing?
Well, after tending everyone's wounds, Sert is definitely looking uncomfortable with the fact of they're gonna have to pass through the spider's lair once more.
Indeed.
As we're going to have to inform them of the worm's destruction.
Indeed. And Faunra?
Hello?
How are you feeling after that battle?
She's chilling. Like the adrenaline kind of wore off, and she's just kind of like just relaxed now.
Cool. Roll me a perception check.
Yay! Oh no.
Okay. What would the party like to do now?
Crying is a free action.
Crying
Hey.
is indeed a free action.
Well,
Are we doing loud crying or quiet crying?
Oh, it's a little sob. Pretty silent.
Okay. Puddle notices, that's for sure.
If the tunnel that was past the worm seems to lead off to some far-off location, probably explore that a bit later.
Dead of ass, it literally is just like, if the players want to continue after the story, you can throw them into the Underdark.
I see.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, the adventure paths sometimes do that, where they have loose threads that you as the game master can basically just tug on if you want to or not.
This is DLC for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, let me read this verbatim. 10-foot wide tunnel exiting the cavern to the north continues on an ever-descending route away from the pit. Passage transitions beyond the scope of this venture to Narvoth. If they can persist in exploring this direction, let them know after a mile of travel. Passageway dips deeper and it's unlikely to return to the pit.
what the fuck?
It is dead ass
Yeah,
just...
DLC.
Yeah, dead ass just DLC.
Yeah.
I get cool.
Yeah. Shall we return to the Spydussy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
We never
everyone a
did get
hero point for no one saying that. No one deciding to
Arguing.
comment on that. You were saying something,
I
Duns?
liked it.
We never did get her name.
Oh, that's true. Ziandriel.
Yandriel.
Crewmates.
I
Could you come down for a moment?
Yo.
I suppose so.
No, just
What's
the crewmate.
I
We'll be
see.
fine. No. Thank you. I assume the hobgoblin I saw that kept me in check at the very least was you. Could it
Hobgoblin
only-
that you saw?
It could only have been you, I suppose. So thank you.
I knocked you on
you-
your ass a few times. I know, if that's what you're talking about.
You know, it's much easier for me to be hurt than to do the hurting. Because it always feels as if it hurts. I don't like it. I'm not some masochist. But at the very least, it feels right to dislike it. When I do the hurting, I tend to like it, and it makes me feel inhuman. Either way, thank you for doing everything you could to keep me in check. And could I ask you to do one more thing for me, crewmate Faunra?
What be it?
Could you stand between Lela and I for a bit, at the very least?
You're not confused anymore, are you?
No, but that's not the way she looked at me. She sees what I am now. At the very least, you can defend yourself.
I think it's fine, but I'll go ahead and do that anyway.
Thank you.
As the frontliners begin to speak to each other, Sert and Lela, are you two chatting at all?
Lela's been pretty quiet. Kind of a blank stare. Going through the motions.
Are you feeling all right, Lela? You're usually more chipper than this.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I think I just need to lay down for a bit.
That is understandable. You've had quite the close brush with the grave. Well, no pun intended towards yourself, of course.
Yeah, that's a little closer than I think I ever want to be.
I'm thankful I have this power to protect you in those instances.
Yes,
I
thank you, sir.
no, no thanks are necessary. But it is good that you're in good health now.
Yeah, I feel physically fine. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. If your emotional burdens ever feel too heavy, do not be afraid to speak with me. I'll be glad to avail you of them sometime. It need not be now, but when you're ready,
Thank you, sir.
of course.
And with that, the party can reconvene and go talk to Xian, if you all want.
Yeah. Let's go. Move.
Assuming you spend a small amount of time talking to her, as much as some of you might not enjoy that, she happily begins to speak to you all. To begin, she gives the general layout of the corresponding rooms. To the east, south, or southeast, technically, because this curves around behind her, there is a sinkhole with a dangerous fungal creature. that she describes as a beast from the Darklands, propelled by some form of air bladder. It is a very idiotic creature, no smarter than most predator species from the surface, but still dangerous nonetheless. She skips over the Magisters after after you all she saw you all come through. Previously, they occupied the body of Zolgaths. Before that, when she was first here, they were in Sir Neblin bodies. The leader is a powerful human. Tilulchek was his name. I have a vague recollection of what he looked like. Skin more of the tone of the one in the back. Hair a bit flamboyant. Dressed like a pumpkin exploded over him. Although he could have easily gotten a new outfit at this point. He did seem always intrigued at how his bodies looked. If anyone has questions, comments, or concerns, please say them. Otherwise, I'll go to the next beat. I will take your silence as consent for the next beat. The intellect of ours were also speaking of a milk farm deeper within. I have no idea what they could milk, and it concerns me that they would even need such a farm. The tunnel to the north that was guarded by all the worms goes to the Darklands. And I believe from the small off passage that you all discovered on your way up, I remember a mention of a sarcophagus within those walls. But yes, if you have any questions, I'm happy to provide answers. And if you don't have questions, well, I'll still be here. I don't have much of anywhere else to go.
Okay.
Lela just kind of waves.
She waves back. She waves back, pauses, and then walks up to you.
Lela looks back at Sir, then back at it. Hello.
for me.
She stows her bow away. Well, she never even really had it out. And attempts to bring both of her hands to your face. And also knowing that you're the only one she can't speak to, she says, I do not mean harm to this one. Please assure her of that.
Lela, you're fine. Don't panic.
Okay.
Don't you dare panic. I will hold you in place myself. I will.
Okay. Okay.
And she kind of like lightly grabs your head and turns it around in her hands, and she goes, interesting. I could have sworn he died eons ago. As she goes back to her little hut on top of her hill because she likes being taller.
Cat behavior.
She goes, I was surprised at first to see one of Essence's kind, but one of his kind, or at least something that he sired, is even more impressive. Not Essence mind, a different one.
What's she saying?
Something about Essence?
Okay.
But, as far as I am aware, you have solved the job that Longfingers gave you. She hands the other glove to Cert, and those will function. I believe we agreed on healer's gloves, or whatever they're called.
Yes.
Yeah, you can just add whatever tier that is to your inventory, and I will do edits on it after stream if that is okay with Kay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, enjoy your new healer's gloves. And she goes, regrettably, there's not much to do here, so it's possible I could go up to Longfingers, but he is a bit of a bore. For now, if any of you have questions, comments, or concerns as to what goes on in this floor, I can provide things to the best of my knowledge.
You had mentioned a beast that dwells within a pitfall
Indeed.
through the cavern to the side. Is it just one or many?
I suppose that is more of a philosophical question, but I don't dwell in those. It is one beast. Large, fungal being. Arguable to say if you cut off a part of it, if that's still one beast, or just two separate parts of it. As of how you all are right now, it might be a bit of a challenge, but it is alone. Unless you decide to jump into the sinkhole, I suppose, but I don't imagine any of you would want to do that.
And to double check, where did you state that this passage up here went?
This passage up here goes to a sarcophagus, but she does not know much beyond that. That is basically like a rumor of a rumor that she heard. She literally can give you nothing outside of that.
Okay. Oh. While we're in the area, we might as well go for the sarcophagus. It's the only current lead we have on something of note within the floor other than the beast that dwells over yonder.
Which is not a terrible thing to deal with it, but... Yes. Once again, I'm just going to go through all the beats again. The sinkhole leads to the area of a big, scary fungus creature, but she hasn't investigated much. Skipping most of the information about the Darrow intellect devourers, they were led by Tilla Tuchuk, and she described the human as very into his own looks, a mage of some sort, a large tattoo across his torso in the form of a snake, bit of a pompous ass, and Tiluachek, loved it when people complimented the appearance of its outfits, i.e. the bodies that it wore.
Oh.
Yes?
This sounds vaguely familiar.
It should.
Okay, that's terrifying. And it's not good. That's okay. Things are very bad. In
When
Sandpoint.
aren't they?
What's up?
Pompous.
I said, when aren't they very bad at Sandpoint?
It's almost
Well,
like there's
yeah, you're
7
right.
dooms coming up for Sandpoint.
Everything is terrifying and not good.
I'm pretty sure I parsed the information we were just given quite correctly.
I can
and I don't
confirm
like
or
it.
deny if you want.
You mentioned skin color like Aloise, right?
Darker skin, yes.
Hmm.
Oh no, it is. Oh.
Yeah.
Share with the class.
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
I remember we did have that there was that one fucking party we had a dinner with.
Indeed.
Adamar or
Adamar
something.
Scarnetti, Erica Averton, Shirtis
Yeah,
G,
and
Caleb.
that one woman's previous party got owned by the Sandpoint Devil.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened one of them really enjoyed being complimented on his looks.
And I believe he looked like this, if memory serves.
Is it
With our
Valdemar or Valdemar?
Valdemar. Valdemar is also associated with one of the, like, big families in town. So Homeboy's got a whole fucking mansion.
It's just the realization moment, like the moment, like I heard that, like so many of these details, and then I heard like likes complimented on their outfit. I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I love it. Let me also check one other thing before I continue. Need to check the last doom, funnily enough. Do. Do. Nothing with the storyline that we are going through, sadly. But Xeon will also give one additional piece of information. The sarcophagus back there, do not open it. She points a finger over at Sert and says, "You there, blue being. Essence took a lot of effort to make sure that that thing stayed in there. I don't recommend you mess with their work."
I see. Well. We don't want to release any more problems. Aloise. I can't fathom what business it would have with the smith, or what it would be doing in town. This is troubling news. Perhaps we should wrap up our business here and return to town to hopefully deal with whatever problems are going to arise from this.
I agree.
Yes, agree.
All right. You all begin the trek back to town. Nothing bad happens until you get to the town square. Many people are abuzz. Xanthus is currently talking to the mayor, the captain of the guard, and several others. And Aloise, how quickly do you go to the Red Dog Smithy, or do you ask questions?
She'd only go with the party, or with Faunra at the very least.
Well then.
So not quickly at all.
You all see Xanthus give each one of you a big hug before quietly saying, "It was found behind the feed bag." As you all slowly begin on your way there, you see the body of Das Corvut lain out, cut to shreds, honestly. Except his torso. The cuts on his torso are immaculate. Even those of you who are not skilled with any form of crafting can gather that these were made by an amazing hand. These were made by someone who really, really likes birds.
Ugh.
And then you all hear a scream in the night as you all begin to go again. It's not that far. Aloise, do you remember the NPC you chose?
Yes.
Who was it?
Titus Garnetti.
Much like Das Corvut, shredded to pieces, except a large, beautiful bird carved into his stomach. Very little to go on either of these bodies. But the eyes on Aloise begin to tighten, begin to stare just a little bit deeper. As you all, still shocked by this double murder that happened while you all were just a few paces away, honestly. Aloise, as you go to sleep, there's a knock at your window. I don't have to tell you who it is. I think you know.
Let's open it.
Boone sits on the other side and goes, I would like to begin by saying I have no ill will towards you. And I was the reason why Das was able to find the bug on you. All I request is vengeance. And he floats in, touching your blade. And I can sweeten the pot as well. And with that, we will end our session for tonight, everyone.
Horrifying.
Terror.
Let's find someone to raid, and then I'll do all the fun stuff for everyone's artifacts. DJ, unsurprisingly, is streaming. So we will raid
Yay.
into DJ.
Mr. Juicebox himself.
Sure.
Juice.
Yeah.